In the early 19, before modern entertainment took over, people were drawn to the circus for excitement, wonder, and sometimes shock. Alongside the incredible acts of strength, agility, and animal performances, there was something else that never failed to captivate people: the sideshow. It was here that individuals who lived with rare conditions and extraordinary abilities found themselves at the center of attention. These men and women, often cruelly labeled freaks by society, became stars in their own right, overcoming incredible odds and showcasing their uniqueness to the world. Far from being just oddities, these individuals challenged societal norms and inspired curiosity. Today, we'll dive into the lives of 15 such extraordinary people whose stories are both shocking and inspiring. Let's begin our journey into the world of the circus sideshow. Priscilla Bano, the Monkey Girl. Born in Puerto Rico in 1911, Priscilla Bano, often referred to as the Monkey Girl, was one of the most remarkable sideshow performers of her time. She was born with hypertrichosis, a rare condition that caused her entire face and body to be covered in thick hair. Despite what many would see as a disadvantage, Priscilla thrived in the circus world. At just a young age, she was discovered by a showman who recognized her potential, and she began performing in sideshows across the United States. Priscilla was not only known for her appearance, but also for her kind and loving nature. She met her future husband, Bano, who was known as the alligator-skinned man because of his own unique skin condition. Together, they became a star attraction, dubbed the world's strangest married couple. Their story is one of love and acceptance, proving that even in a world where they were often objectified, they could still find happiness and companionship. Johnny Eck, the amazing half-boy. John Eckhart Jr., better known as Johnny Eck, was a remarkably talented performer, artist, and illusionist in the vibrant world of circus sideshows. Born with sacral agenesis, a condition that impeded the development of his lower body and left him with small, non-functioning legs, Johnny exemplified the adage, "Do not judge a book by its cover." He was far more than just a half-man. He was a master of various crafts, including music, photography, and even the ownership of a penny arcade. Johnny is perhaps best known for his unforgettable role in the cult classic film Freaks, as well as his appearance as a bird-like creature in the Tarzan films. Frequently billed as the king of the freaks, he captivated audiences with his extraordinary talents. In 1937, alongside his brother, he performed a notorious trick in Roger Ridd's magic show, where his brother pretended to cut him in half. Johnny continued to entertain and inspire until his passing in 1991, leaving behind a legacy that transcended his physical limitations. Grace McDaniels, the Mulefaced Woman. Grace McDaniels, born in 1888 in Iowa, became known as the Mulefaced Woman due to a severe facial deformity caused by Sturge-Weber syndrome. Although her appearance drew stares and curiosity, Grace's kind heart and gentle spirit left a lasting impression on everyone who met her. She was discovered in the early 1900s by a circus showman and soon became a popular sideshow performer. Grace's physical appearance may have been considered grotesque by many, but those close to her knew her as a loving mother and a loyal friend. She performed for years, earning enough money to support herself and her son comfortably. Unlike many other performers, Grace never allowed her condition to define her, and she was often praised for her poise and kindness. Her story is a reminder that true beauty lies beneath the surface, and Grace's legacy as the Mule-Faced Woman speaks more to her strength of character than her appearance. Ella Harper, the Camel Girl. Born in Tennessee in 1870, Ella Harper's life was shaped by her condition, genu recurvatum, which caused her knees to bend backward. Because of this, she was able to walk on all fours, earning her the nickname, the Camel Girl. Ella's unique physicality became her ticket into the circus world. She joined W.H. Harris's nickel plate circus in the 1880s, where her strange gait captivated audiences. But unlike many other sideshow performers, Ella had ambitions beyond the circus. After several years of performing, she saved enough money to leave the circus life behind and pursue education. Ella's determination to live a normal life despite her unusual condition is a powerful reminder that we are more than our appearances. Her story remains a testament that with hard work and perseverance, anyone can overcome societal expectations and limitations. Ella Harper's legacy continues to inspire others as an example of defying odds and redefining what it means to be normal. Stefan Bowski, Lionel the Lion-Faced Man. Stefan Bowski, also known as Lionel the Lion-Faced Man, was born in Poland in 1891 with a condition known as hypertrichosis, causing thick hair to grow all over his face and body. His lion-like appearance turned him into one of the most recognizable circus performers of his time. Despite the ferocious look his condition gave him, Lionel was a gentle and intelligent man, fluent in several languages and known for his sharp wit. He captivated audiences not just because of his appearance, but also due to his charm and intellect. After performing in circuses across Europe, Lionel eventually traveled to the United States, where he became a popular attraction. His fame grew to the point where he performed with renowned shows such as the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. Despite being treated as an oddity, Lionel used his platform to show the world that true strength and beauty come from within. Millie and Christine McCoy, the two-headed nightingale born into slavery in North Carolina in 1851, conjoined twins Millie and Christine McCoy were known as the two-headed nightingale. Sharing one body but with two distinct heads, Millie and Christine were a remarkable pair whose lives were defined not just by their physical condition, but by their talent. The twins were discovered as children and exhibited in sideshows across the United States and Europe. Their musical talents, singing in harmony and playing various instruments, earned them the admiration of audiences. After gaining their freedom, Millie and Christine took control of their careers, performing on their own terms. Their grace, charm, and extraordinary abilities helped them rise above the spectacle they were often made into, and they left a legacy of talent, independence, and strength in the face of adversity. Prince Randan, the human caterpillar. Prince Randan, also known as the human caterpillar, was born in 1871 in British Guiana. He was born without arms or legs due to tetra amelia syndrome, but his physical limitations did not define him. Prince Randan became one of the most famous sideshow performers of all time, thanks to his incredible ability to perform everyday tasks with his mouth, such as lighting cigarettes and shaving. Discovered by P.T. Barnum, Randan traveled to the United States and became a star performer in Barnum's Circus. Randan's story is one of extraordinary determination, proving that even in a world that often reduces people to their physical traits, a strong will and a great personality can transcend all limitations. Married with children, Prince Randan lived a full and independent life, inspiring others with his strength and skill. He remains a symbol of resilience and perseverance, proving that there is more to a person than meets the eye. Joseph Merrick, the Elephant Man. Born in England in 1862, Joseph Merrick, better known as the Elephant Man, remains one of the most tragic yet fascinating figures in sideshow history. Merrick's severe physical deformities were caused by Proteus syndrome, a condition that resulted in overgrown bones, lumps of skin, and other abnormalities. Merrick spent much of his life exhibited as a freak in sideshows and circuses, where audiences came to gawk at his appearance. However, Merrick was much more than his deformities. He was a gentle, sensitive soul with a keen intellect and a love of reading. Eventually, Merrick found refuge at the London hospital under the care of Dr. Frederick Trevis, who helped him live out the rest of his life with dignity. Merrick's story has inspired numerous books, films, and plays, reminding the world that every person, no matter how they look, deserves respect and kindness. Isaac W. Sprague, the living skeleton. Isaac W. Sprague, born in 1841, became known as the living skeleton due to a mysterious condition that caused him to lose weight rapidly despite having a normal appetite. By the time he began performing in sideshows, Sprague weighed just over 40 pounds. His skeletal appearance both fascinated and alarmed audiences, but Isaac used his condition to make a living, joining P.T. Barnum's American Museum. Despite his frail body, Sprague was known for his engaging personality and ability to captivate crowds. He continued performing for years and even married and had children. Isaac's life is a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming physical challenges, one can find a way to thrive and contribute to the world. Fedor Jevtichev, JoJo the Dog-Faced Boy. Born in Russia in 1868, Fedor Jevtichev became world famous as JoJo the Dog-Faced Boy due to his condition, hypertrichosis, which caused thick hair to grow all over his face. Fedor's life took a dramatic turn when he was discovered by a German showman who began exhibiting him throughout Europe. Later, Fedor joined P.T. Barnum's Circus in the United States, where he was marketed as a wild man from the Russian wilderness. Barnum portrayed him as a feral creature, adding layers of myth to Fedor's identity and making him growl and bark for audiences. However, in reality, JoJo was a soft-spoken, kind-hearted individual, known to be gentle and calm off-stage. His story is one of how showmanship often turned real people into fictionalized versions of themselves. Fedor played into his role because it brought him success, but he never let it define who he truly was behind the curtain. General Tom Thumb, Charles Stratton. Charles Stratton, born in 1838, became world famous as General Tom Thumb, one of P.T. Barnum's most famous attractions. Born with dwarfism, Stratton stood just 3 feet tall as an adult, but had a towering presence in the world of entertainment. Barnum discovered Stratton at the age of 5 and turned him into a global sensation. Tom Thumb performed for royalty, traveled the world, and became one of the most beloved figures in the circus world. Stratton's small stature was no limitation for his big personality and talent. He married fellow little person Lavinia Warren in a heavily publicized fairy wedding that captured the public's imagination. His life is a story of how even in a time when physical differences were often exploited, one could still rise to fame and fortune. Annie Jones, the Bearded Lady. Annie Jones, born in Virginia in 1865, became one of the most famous bearded ladies in circus history. Born with hypertrichosis, she grew a full beard by the age of 5, which caught the attention of P.T. Barnum. Annie joined Barnum's Circus and quickly became a star attraction. However, Annie was much more than her appearance. She was known for her musical talents, grace, and intelligence. Despite being marketed for her beard, she used her platform to advocate for the humane treatment of people with physical differences. Her story is one of dignity and self-respect, as she never allowed herself to be defined solely by her appearance. Even in a world that often reduced her to a freak, Annie Jones proved that she was so much more. Her legacy continues to inspire people to embrace their unique qualities and challenge society's narrow standards of beauty. Fanny Mills, the Ohio Bigfoot Girl. Born in 1860, Fanny Mills was known as the Ohio Bigfoot Girl due to her massive feet, caused by Milroy's disease, a rare condition that resulted in extreme swelling. Her feet were so large that they required specially made shoes, measuring 19 inches long. Despite her physical challenges, Fanny became a beloved sideshow performer, captivating audiences across the United States. Fanny was known for her sense of humor and her ability to engage with the crowd. Her life shows how even in a world that often marginalized people with physical differences, it was possible to find success and acceptance. Fanny's story is a reminder that true beauty comes from within, and it is our unique qualities that make us who we are. Even though she was known as the Ohio Bigfoot Girl, Fanny Mills will always be remembered for her larger-than-life personality and her determination to live life on her own terms. Schlitzie, the pinhead Schlitzie, born in 1901, became one of the most iconic sideshow performers of all time due to his condition, microcephaly, which left him with a small head and intellectual disabilities. Despite his limitations, Schlitzie became a beloved figure in the circus world, known for his bright costumes and childlike demeanor. Schlitzie performed with major circuses like the Ringling Brothers and starred in the cult classic film Freaks. His story is one of kindness, joy, and love that can be found even in the most unusual circumstances. Though he was often exploited for his condition, Schlitzie found a home and acceptance in the circus, where he was treated with love and respect. His story serves as a reminder that true beauty lies within a person's heart, not their appearance. Chang and Ang Bunker, the Siamese twins born in Siam, modern-day Thailand, in 1811, Chang and Ang Bunker were conjoined twins who became world-famous as the Siamese twins. The brothers were joined at the chest by a small band of cartilage and lived their entire lives connected. Despite their condition, Chang and Ang lived full lives, touring the world as circus performers and eventually settling in North Carolina, where they married sisters and had a combined 21 children. Their story is one of resilience, as they faced constant criticism and ridicule, but never let it stop them from living life to the fullest. There are also numerous other freak show performers whose stories have not been told here. Each one had its own unique challenges and triumphs, proving that even in a world that often values conformity, it is our differences that make us truly remarkable. These individuals may have been marketed as freaks, but they were so much more than that. They were performers, artists, advocates, and most importantly, human beings who deserve to be remembered for their contributions to the circus world and beyond. If you found this video interesting, be sure to like and subscribe for more content on the fascinating history of circus performers. And remember, there is beauty in all forms, even those that